Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Uh, Updates on my person. My burn was doing really well, and then I this morning it was completely healed up, like no scab or anything. And then this morning, I bumped it on the stool, on the hinge part of the stool. I was leaning down to put something in the trash can, and I just, I mean, not even hard, just like bumped it a little bit, and directly on like the all the new skin that had just grown over, and so it ripped it open and I bled all over everything. But I mean it's fine. It's I'm not gonna say that I enjoyed the experience, but it's fine. It's just a little bit tender. It has stopped bleeding finally, so that's something. Um, so that's the burn update. The ink from yesterday is almost gone. Yeah, I still had a blue hand when I woke up this morning. But about, I don't know, must have been around like noon or 1, it just kind of suddenly all came off. Um, I don't really know why, but almost all of it just kind of disintegrated. I still have a little bit, I don't know if you can really see, I still have kind of a blue spot here, and I've got a blue spot on my hand. That you can't really see that very well either. It's more blue in real life than it appears to be showing up on camera. I do still have a pretty significant spot right there on the side of my hand, but other than that, it's all pretty much gone. So that worked out pretty well. Um, it's um, it's supposed to be permanent ink, so I expected that it would be, at least 24 hours or so before like before it was all gone. I figured it would probably be a little longer than that. It has been over 24 hours now, so yeah. Um, I thought though, since this was a fountain pen filling accident, and then we sort of were talking about fountain pens vaguely um, in the chat, I thought I would explain like how you fill them, or well, I mean, look, I am not in any way any kind of like fountain pen expert at all. uh, my fountain pen, the one that I was filling up yesterday, is this one, which is a Pilot Varsity, which is a disposable fountain pen. It's like $3. Um, and they call it disposable because it's just like a really cheap one. Um, but like it's actually refillable. All you have to do is you take like a cloth or like a tissue or something, and you just pull out this part right here. I don't want to like pinch it because I'm gonna get ink all over my fingers, but I've done that enough. But you just pull it out, and then it's what they call an eyedropper fill, um, which basically just means that the entire body of the pen. I don't know if you can see because this is all full, but can you kind of see how the ink is sloshing around? Like this whole section here is just like a big empty space, and you just fill the whole thing up with ink. Um, a lot of like a lot of fountain pens have like a either like a piston system or like a bladder that you fill. There's like a little toggle sort of thing that you pull, and you stick the whole thing down in the like you stick the nib down in the bottle of ink, and you pull the little toggle thing, and it sucks all the ink up into the thing. Um, this is just a cheap one that is like, I mean, maybe like 20 bucks. I think I got it for Christmas with a bottle of ink. It came in like a set. Um, so this one has like a piston thing in it, and you just put the nib down in the thing. Before you put the nib in the thing, you close the piston. Then you put the nib in the ink, and then you just pull it like that, and it fills it up. It's really easy. Um, you can also, like, if you have one that takes cartridges, sometimes you can fill the cartridges up if you use like a syringe with like a needle on it. You could use a regular syringe without a needle, but like it has to be small enough to fit into the hole of the cartridge. So that's why I say needle. Um, You can also fill eyedropper pens like this one with a syringe. That's what I normally do because it's easier than trying to like pour into a tiny pen. Um, like I say, Pilot Varsities are very, very good. They have a like a steel nib. They're like $3 a piece. They come in different colors. You can refill them if you want to. That is what I recommend. Also, they don't dry out the way that regular fountain pens tend to. Um, I don't have any like expensive fountain pens. Fountain pens can get extremely expensive. I don't have any nice ones because I don't really. What am I going to do with an expensive fountain pen? Like, I don't even really use the ones that I have very much. Um, I have a whole package of Pilot Varsities in different colors that I got for Christmas last year, I think. Um, and like that's my big like woo exciting thing. Um, and now I have like this whole stash of Pilot Varsities that I can fill with various colors, which I think is very exciting. The only thing that I find non-optimal about Pilot Varsities is that they have a medium nib, and I would like a just slightly thinner nib, um, because that's how I write. Um, so yeah, like that's my big thing about fountain pens. That's all of my exciting stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to like put everything back so it won't fall off the desk. Everything's trying to roll around. Um, yeah, so like that's my non-expert thing about fountain pens. They're really easy to fill. You just like squirt the ink in basically, or pull the ink up through the nib, depending on what kind of fountain pen you have. Um, and so this is the one I was filling up yesterday. And um, the reason that I got ink all over myself was not the pen's fault. It just was just that I was not paying very close attention to what I was doing, and I spilled it all over myself because I'm gifted that way. Um, but you know, no harm, no foul. It's mostly gone. Um, so yeah, that was an exciting video for everyone, I'm sure. Um, but I mean, what else am I going to talk about? I guess I could show you cats again. Um, so yeah, that's my video for this week, apparently. Um, I love you all very much, and I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope the rest of you are not covered in ink. And I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.